Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring O.R.E, Open Rules expansion for 5e. If you haven't seen part 1 of my review, featuring this expansion for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to continue with the archetypes or subclasses. Starting with the Druid, we have the Circle of the Fight. The fight to preserve nature is in a dire state. Industrialization and humanoid construction rule dominant. Some druids decide to push the boundaries of their belief to get even. Metal is a part of nature no matter how much it is changed, even if other druids would have you think otherwise. And when you inflict damage upon your opponent, you can also infect the opponent with poison, decay, or mark the opponent as prey, that is, creatures other than yourself have advantage to hit the target until the start of your next turn, and you obtain other related things such as metallic skin. Then we have the Circle of Flesh. Though it certainly goes against a common druid's teachings, some druids believe that the undead have been a part of the world long enough to be considered natural. This is effectively a druid necromancer, to the point that at higher levels, you can even create an army of the dead. Using a necromancy spell, your undead remain permanently, instead of disappearing when the spell ends or wasting away. Then we have the Circle of Transfiguration. It is not terribly uncommon for a druid to prefer the form of an animal to their normal humanoid shape. This is all about changing into various shapes beyond the druid's natural repertoire. You are able to transform into dragons, elementals, fae, monstrosities. You are able to imbue your attacks with magical properties. You even obtain more hit points than normal, just to name a few of the features. Then we have the Fighter, with the Eagle Eye. Fighters who specialize in ranged weapons often fit into the Eagle Eye archetype. They are dedicated to the arrow and all that it represents: speed, precision and forward motion, progress. So, your arrows are going to be quite piercing. They are going to seek your enemies. You obtain an almost supernatural way of carrying out your ranged attacks. Then you have the Pikeman. Experts in the use of polearms might train as pikemen. They are swift, tempered, and dangerous. This is all about the mastery of the polearms. You are able to do things such as using your polearm as an impromptu vaulting pole to make those difficult jumps. You are even able at higher levels to wield a shield alongside a two-handed polearm. Then we have the Spell Sword. Spell Sword fighters represent a unique blend of martial might and arcane accomplishment. They use spells and magic powers to accent their prowess with weapons and armor. With this subclass, you are able to wield spells and weapons, of course, but to the point that at higher levels, you are able to jump the damage from a creature that you have killed using a spell to another creature within the spell's range. And at even higher levels, you are even able to cast spells during the roll for initiative. Then we have the Watchman. Watchmen excel at protection and prevention. They are quick to stand in the way of danger, so others do not have to. You have features such as Guard Duty. You are able to sniff out a criminal in a crowd. You can also obtain some bonuses to your saving throws, and it is considerably difficult to surprise you. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to continue with these subclasses or archetypes. I really like the versatility of the Druid's archetypes, allowing you to focus on the use of weapons, your altered shape, and the summoning or creation of undead. In the case of the Fighter, you become highly specialized not only in the use of weapons, but also on particular roles within the battlefield. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you, and see you later.